So in my case, it was a really shocking awakening to find that the system is not in any way, shape, or form what I believed it to be. Of course, I would think these people have gone to years of legal, ethical, philosophical, moral education, that they have gone through such accomplishments that their credibility would be impeccable. And I found case after case that I was working on, as well as my own, with professionals who were completely fraudulent, did not know what they were doing, were incompetent, were in bed with each other in a network to say, oh, we got a new case. Hey, I'm going to refer you for the therapy. I'm going to refer you for the guardian ad litem. I'm going to refer you for the extra therapy, the one-on-one. I'm going to have you be the child's therapist. And what I found is that it's a whole network looking at these cases that come in on these phone lines, figuring out which ones have a bankroll, and then dividing them up after you get a $10,000 retainer. Who can afford that? No parent can get their child out of that maze. We've had cases that we've worked with that are commanders in the military that are extremely accomplished and wealthy, and even have won their court cases where an abuser was found unfit, falsifying, breaking court orders, breaking penal codes, breaking child abuse criteria, like psychologically abusing their child, making their child believe that their mom or dad molested them when they didn't. Why? Because they wanted custody. They wanted alimony, child support. So they're going to put these pictures in their child's head of a fondling or of being hit with a closed fist, whatever would meet criteria on the child abuse scale. That's what happened. You could have a house that is full of toys and it's a mess and it's the most beautiful parenting example. And in the family court, that would be weaponized as that parent's unstable. Look at the lack of organization, lack of cleaning. Oh, they don't have a nice car. Anything could be used as a weapon in the court. One of the most important things that I really want to share in my story is that if you have injustice from abuse, so you have a co-parenting situation where you're disagreeing, it's escalating, the conflict kind of explodes, you're encouraged to go to court. If you have a case that someone is blocking your access to your child or unsafe with your child, and the court does not assess it accurately and immediately, these cases, in my professional opinion, throw that parent into a state of trauma, a state of shock, a state of fight, flight, fawn, freeze, no sleep, self-medicating, not working, complete fog. And you're expected to interview 60 attorneys and find one that fits. You're expected to come up with $10,000 for a retainer. You're expected to get into therapy. You're expected to get a guardian ad litem. It's impossible. This system is impossible and completely set up for failure. The only part of the family law system that I see that is highly successful is profiting off of family trauma and increasing it, escalating it, and then aging kids out without any resolution.